conference matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first.
What the hell?
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end.
Why'd you swap the AJ Harris?
For a nice game. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievable.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Why the fuck would you swap to a guy 15 yards away?
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Drag down, Miguel, and move the sticks for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Trying to get behind the defense. And
why would he not put air under the fucking ball?
Right there, almost had it in his grasp. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Aller. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes brings the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, he covers this by himself.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows, in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So
there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Catch in the middle, it's Dinkins.
What the fuck,
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do in short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break as Nebraska holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
1 second.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the...
Come here, boy.
Quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
How
With
the
the catch,
fuck
it's Bonner.
did he throw
All
under
down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Good jet sweep pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Good job.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Yes. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
All good.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Don't get caught. Don't get caught. You got caught, you slow bitch. God damn.
A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After almost housing it from deep, they'll try to finish the deal from the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the run. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the pressure.
Damn it.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFO.
Snagged in the middle.
What the
it's key.
fuck?
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Cornhuskers have it with a first.
What kind of crock of shit was that, man?
Dropping back, it's Rayola. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. End off from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he finds some
Stop
solid
reaching for the
space.
motherfucker and hit him. Golly, man.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go right back to their man.
I don't blame him. I would have ran the same fucking spot.
Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Now
5, if you would have had your block, I was going. Thank you.
We're
not doing the job.
Here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of.
Oh my God!
Get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Fucking bullshit.
Hunt is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go
How
up
do
and
you
down.
run past 2
They've
of my
got it
dudes
at
being
the
blocked?
36 on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in his booth, David, if I were allowed to put that push process playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. They
What the
finally
fuck?
get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here's
From
Ivy.
inside the 10-yard
Fuck.
line, he'll bring it back.
How do you get caught?
Down after a solid effort on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line.
I don't know why so many
First
y'all
down
tuning
for this
in.
offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle.
Wow.
It's Pena.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena.
Woo! Look at that move, boy! That was nasty.
Take it to the house. He got
That was nasty.
When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh my
Makes a
God.
move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got him at the 29.
We need more of that.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Caught over the middle. It's Markway. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. Lost to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bonner.
You jumped the route, but you didn't even try to pick it off.
Just a short gain.
We need a splash. We need a splash.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place is going to see
got ice in his
kicker
veins.
can
God
operate
damn.
in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Why is
He
he
was
so
looking
close?
for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well give it to him again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Allen. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground covered, pick up the first. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pena. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle.
Almost hesitated.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll test the right side. Sweet cut there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain. And
he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the comeback is on.
It's just so nice to have a Sigma ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's not good.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little bit up by more than a field goal. Obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Got it in the middle, it's Marquez.
Go.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. 2-minute timeout arrives.
I gotta mess with some coals real fast. Hold on. River. Come on, bud. I'm going to throw one more time. Yeah, I throw it one more time for you.
This defense desperately needs to get the football
Get a
back.
splash.
And here comes the punt team.
Just a stop.
They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now, here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score. First snap in this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking
Catch it. Ah, dude, son of a bitch.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's
that was a throw away
in a bad spot, and that's why they
still
still have a shot.
He was wide the fuck open.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants a big play here late.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. We needed that. I needed that.
First down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. To the air, it's Aller. Got his man. Oh,
no. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Yo, oh, yo, what's up, baby? Oh, my God. What's up? What's up? Mr. got minute 20. Shit. He's doing the worm. He's doing the worm.
But you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Okay, he was down. Blah, blah, blah.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
That's all right. Why are we throwing the ball 500 yards, man? Come on. Run. Two, one. Here, we'll go timeout.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory, almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Finished, but they weren't. Still fighting it where it locked up.
Let's go!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense.
If he missed that,
ice this game and get the win.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Been struggling all game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nice move to keep running. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. He gets out of bounds and, more importantly, picks up the first down. Clock stopped as the drive continues.
Literally, a guy was supposed to
What a
beat
great
him.
individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, they don't hook up on that one, but they understand this 2-minute situation. A field goal is going to win the game. They're in tremendous field position right now. They've got a quarterback they feel can handle the pressure.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. It's good.
God,
celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
that guy was like accurate.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick. So he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it all back.
No!
That one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go